Hello, my name is Justus Amunga. I'm the director of Intermountain Christian School, Victory Primary School, and Victory High School. Now, these three schools are subsidiaries of Ushindi Life Outreach Ministries here in Kenya. As a ministry, our role is to get out there and preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and plant churches and bring people to the Lord. But apart from that, we also believe we have a very unique role to play in terms of helping the poor children access a good education. So actually we began these three schools, and our main focus was to try and see that these kids can get a good education. And a major challenge in Kenya here is the question of HIV/AIDS. And so you find that most students who desire to go to good schools, they have been orphaned, and therefore they do not have the capability to access a good education. Now, Ushindi as a ministry takes care of 214 orphans at our orphanage. And so what do? We give them shelter, we give them food, we give them clothing, medical care, and above all else, a decent education. Because one of the challenges is when a child is orphaned, usually the big headache is how will these children go to school? So as a ministry, God has led us to be able to bring in these children and give them an education. To give an education in a third world country, especially a country such as Kenya, the biggest challenge will be how do you create the infrastructure that children can find conducive for accessing an education. So for us, we build schools, and these schools are supposed to be suitable enough, conducive enough, well-equipped, so that when these children come to a school, they can find a home. Not just a school, but a home where their skills are nurtured, their talents are actually brought to fruition. So we have 214 kids, like I said, at our orphanage, and we help them, but we realize that there are so many other kids on our waiting list who desire to come to our orphanage. But because space is limited and we don't have the capacity, we've introduced another program where we bring in poor children from the village. Those are kids who desire to have a good education, but they cannot come to the orphanage because of space. So we're having several. Right now, I'm so happy because of the efforts and the help from Valor, South Korea, and we are so excited, being part of Valor Nation, because we now have 52 kids who are being sponsored by Valor, South Korea, and this has actually doubled the number of the kids we're taking care of, especially at Intermountain Christian School. So it's our prayer, and it's indeed our focus that will bring in more kids, and this would actually help these children access that education they so much desire. So thank you, Valor parents from South Korea, for being a part of this wonderful work which the Lord is doing in this place. And we want to work together, we want to partner so that these kids who could not get an education or have a meaning in life will be able to access a decent living. Usually the major challenge is how do you bring in kids and make their lives very meaningful for the future? Definitely you have to work on the facilities. And right now my focus is working on the laboratory, like you'll see in the video. We are busy building so that our students can perform science experiments in this laboratory without any hindrance at all. And these kids are well endowed, they are well gifted. Given an opportunity, these are going to be our future leaders, the leaders of this country, and we believe that we have a role to play in making sure that we just do that, make sure that we give them a decent education so that it can prepare them for the challenges ahead of them, which are future challenges. And another challenge I would say at this point is especially kids who come to our other schools like Intermount Christian School and Victory Primary School. Most of these are small kids, and some of them walk long distances to come to school. And usually they are carried to school by these crazy motorcycle riders. And sometimes you find they're really packed on one motorcycle. You find one driver like carrying 5 kids at a go, and you're like, what is happening? So my desire for the future is that God helping us will be able to get a school bus so that these kids can be brought to school safely and they'll be able to get the necessary help they desire. So there are so many things we're doing here, and we want to walk this journey together. We want to partner together, and we want to trust that the Lord is going to do amazing things. Already He has done it. He's proved that He's faithful. We can see from when we began in as early as the 80s, now we are 2018, and God continues to do mighty, mighty, mighty things. So thank you, Valor, South Korea, for being a part of this journey. I trust we're going to move together and to work together for the benefit of our children here in Kenya. God bless you. Bye.